I have delivered. You guys have been asking me for a brand new Octosari Demon Hunter, and well, thanks to the power of Zakali Flamemancer, I have crafted Armored Demon Hunter with an Octosari combo. Now listen, I know a lot of you guys may not like Armored Demon Hunter, but with a deck like this, where you need to take almost infinite damage from your own deck in order to finally redirect it to the opponent, you gotta have some way of surviving, and Armored Demon Hunter supports this combo absolutely perfectly. Now, I'm gonna ask you guys once again, I want you to pause this video, and I want you to figure out how exactly do we get this combo? How do we execute a combo that can draw a bunch of stuff from our deck and then redirect it to the opponent? The way that this combo works is that you want to draw out your deck and you want to discount the following cards with your Zakali Flamemancer. You want to discount Octosari, Arana, Thrill Seeker, Big Game Hunter, and Return Policy. So that way in the same turn, you can play 6 mana Octosari into 3 mana Arana, 2 mana Big Game Hunter, and then a 1 mana Return Policy. And in order to make this all work, you have to pair this deck with Armored Demon Hunter so that way you can survive to get to the end of your deck. And in some circumstances, you might actually need to dig deeper into your deck while actively taking fatigue, because in order to play the Zakali Flamemancer, you actually need to play the cards out of your hand that have duplicate mana costs. So you can't have 2 3-drops, you can't have 2 4-drops, and you especially cannot have multiple 5-drops that are getting in the way of the Arana Thrill Seeker. So this is one of those decks where you really need to play out all of your cards. And there might be some, reasons to put in cards like Glacial Shard in case you want to mess with the deck, but I really just wanted to make a deck that would for sure survive going up against the brutal meta that we have been experiencing, and I also have been playing Armored Demon Hunter and will be posting a video about it in the future. But oh good lord, Octosari Demon Hunter is a thing yet again. I am delivering on my promise, and if you guys like me doing these kind of wacky decks, make sure you just subscribe to the channel so we can really focus on the fun side of Hearthstone. There are too many people that are focusing on winning in this game, and really the only real way to win in Hearthstone is to do something to your opponent that they will not forget. And if you pop off this Octosari combo against somebody, I promise you, they will remember it. And don't forget, if you're impressed by this combo, go ahead and like this video and click that subscribe button. And we'll see y'all for the next video. All right, against a mage, dude. Okay, against a Protoss mage, we can actually do this. See y'all tomorrow for charity. Yeah, dude, tomorrow charity event gonna happen. Gonna be playing some Balatro and raising funds for the American Heart Association. If we're talking about aggro Demon Hunter beating Armor Warlock, I mean, it's possible. Improbable, but possible. Okay, wait a minute. Do I have to? I mean, I'm never gonna die to 1/1 procs, right? Like, let's be realistic here. I have infinite life, so as long as I do the combo and survive, I can easily set up against this deck. Wait a minute. Okay, so you're asking about the other deck. The other deck can definitely win against Armor Warlock, but if they play Wheel sooner, you're just gonna lose. Unfortunately, that deck is kind of your counter. You can technically win with like an Exodar combo, or maybe if you're lucky, winning with tempo because of like cube combos. And it's really hard for them to get layover value sometimes. So yeah, that matchup, it probably takes a little bit more finesse. Okay, great draw, by the way. All right, sweet. We have our tempo and we have our big boy. Maybe I have to cut a warp drive so that way I can play a second turret, because that card is kind of important. And so that way I don't deck out before doing the combo. But then again, if I have infinite life, maybe it doesn't matter. What? I mean, when in Rome, but what? Bro, he's playing Doomsayer! If I would have played this, then I could have just easily countered it with your. Yeah, Doomsayer Mage. He has to be like some kind of combo imbue deck. I guess that's one thing I have to worry about is the -20. So that's one thing I should think about before Exodar plays. But there is Exodar. Do I ever give the red card? And the only reason why I'm thinking about it is because I might mill going into the next turn because I really want to play Felbat. I really can't afford to mill with this deck, so maybe I have to wait on playing my Felbat because I'll have plenty of time in this matchup. So let's go ahead and do this. We hit another Paraglide. It kind of sucks because there's a lot of cards that add cards into my hand. Okay. Seems particularly slow. Doomsayer saved me a couple times in my Mill Warlock deck. Well, Doomsayer and Mill Warlock makes sense. Whenever I think about Imbue Mage, I tend to think of it as a tempo deck, not a combo deck or a control deck. You're just gonna run it as like a burst combo, not like an OTK combo. So because of that, you need to be more tempo based and you need to win the board more often than not. But in Mill Warlock, yeah, you having another board clear, that does make sense. Okay, yeah, this is what I'm talking about with running all these draw cards. All right, we're just gonna have to take the L if we mill something important. Let's see, the combo cards are Zakali, Big Game Hunter, and Return Policy. But if we mill one Return Policy, that's fine. We have everything else. We have the Arana and we have the Octosari. Okay, that's fine. If he's not killing it, then I can cube it. And if I'm cubing it, I'm getting a card out of my hand, which is great. So I can infiltrate into cube. Please don't mill something important. Have mercy. Okay, all right, I can live with that. So now that we can live with that, we can do this, we can cube. Hopefully our opponent doesn't concede because they could just lose on the board at this point. It's a great example of how people just hate this deck. They just hate it. Oh, yo. Dude, he gets to play the game. He gets to play the game. All right, I kind of want to hit you, Sarah. Nice. So now I can actually get these cards out of my hand. Want to put them to the deck after cutting some draw? I would literally, the only change I'm thinking about is cutting one Warp Drive for second turret. Just so that way there's more ways of getting cards out of my hand. Because you need like the sweet spot of just enough card draw. Because the other reason why is because I need less 3-mana cards that are hard to get out of hand. Because in order for my Zakali to activate, I really need it to hit Return Policy if possible. Okay, there's second Return Policy. So now we're sitting with a decent chunk of mana. Hey, Clark in chat, how's the day going? Yo, what's going on, Dinkelberg? Things are going pretty good. We played Armor Demon Hunter and we made people upset. Pretty much everything you could ask for in a day. Dinkelberg. Brings back memories. Dude, I have to admit, I do love me some Fairly Odd Parents. Everything about that show is exactly what you wanted as a kid. Oh, yo, wait a minute. Okay, hold on. That's somewhat impressive. A bunch of 4s outside of my clear of 3. But now I can do this into this. Still waiting to play AoEs and to play other cards. We also do just kind of want to play the Exodar. At the same time, I don't want him to like leave. That's the thing about this combo. It's gonna be so hard to go up against someone who's not just gonna leave if we do it. Because I could just gain infinite armor and just play cube. I guess that's just the play, huh? All right, let's hope he doesn't leave chat. I have infinite life now. That means I can do anything if I have enough time. At this point, I feel like we're 3 turns away from executing it. He has second Sleet Skater. He could have it at least. No, he does have it. Wait, what? Okay, he has to have Sleet Skater, otherwise he could have traded this and froze it. Did I just try Demon Hunter with new 4-drop legendary? No, I don't think you should play that card. It's very bad. Cliff Dive, Death Rattle, Demon Hunter is still fine. It's still good. It's just a little bit different now. Okay, he does have the meanie. Yes, let's go. Gain that armor, yes! I actually want you to gain armor. All right, losing return policy is kind of a big deal. Are we still gonna be able to make it? Because like, keep in mind, we have to mill our opponent's deck. We're like actually not gonna kill them with this. I guess I could force him to draw with the Paraglide. Why didn't I just do that earlier? I'm an idiot. This combo might be a little convoluted, guys. It might just be a little bit weird. All right. We almost have everything assembled. It really sucks that we milled that return policy, like I said, but at the same time, the only way that I can get away with having both return policies is if I'm playing this before I draw the second return policy. Oh my god, yes, draw cards. Please. Please, you need to draw cards because you need your Sleet Skater. There we go, yes. Wait, hold on a minute. Why do I care about, I don't care about him. I'm so stupid. Why am I saying that his deck count matters? The only thing that matters is my own fatigue. So no, we do want all these draw cards. Wait a minute, dude. Are we just winning the game now? Dude, wait. We are so close. All right, 2 turns. We just take all the fatigue damage we can, and then we unload literally the biggest load ever. This is actually going to be beautiful. I need him to gain more armor, and he has more way of gaining. Dude, he's allowing me to stress test this. Waiting for Rat. I don't think this deck plays Rat. I can play around Rat by having Ferocious Fellbat. Okay, him rolling Counterspell actually ruins me. Ooh, hold on a minute, dude. Him rolling Counterspell, Sheep would be huge. It would be, but I wouldn't particularly care. The ship has already served its purpose. Okay. Okay. We're almost there. So now Zakali is playable. Do we ever play... Wait, hold on a minute. Can you imagine if Ferocious Fellbat could hit a bunch of Octosaris? That'd be so cool, but I don't think there's any way of doing that because I can't Ceaseless with a Rana on the field. So that's a bit too much. So yeah, we just play the Fellbat. I don't think I care. I don't... Is he gonna play Dirty Rat though? Because if he plays Dirty Rat, we want to keep the Fellbat in hand. We have to keep it to play around Dirty Rat. I think it's not worth it. It's not worth the stress. All right, we hold on to the weapon to test secrets. All right, come on. Look at that. I'm taking 8 damage and I'm about to force my opponent to take 16 of my own fatigue. Chat, pay attention. You're gonna miss the fireworks. Like, he thinks that I'm dead because I'm not playing Kill Jaden. Oh no, wait, he might freeze my face. Okay, now it's hard to play around secrets. Is Kill Jaden cool to have here? This is way more based than Kill Jaden. Please don't cast a secret. Khadgar, please don't cast a secret. Guys, it's over. It's done. So here's the combo. You Ceaseless Expanse, everything dies. I could play Arana into Octosari into Big Game Hunter. And, okay, he's just dead already, but I also have return policy to hit the Octosari again to make him draw 8 more into my deck. Like, how much damage is that? How much damage is this? I don't know. I'm not good at math. But what I am good at is Hearthstone art. Ah, yes. Ah, yes, so satisfying. It's so satisfying to let my boy Octosari deal literally, yeah, an octomillion damage. There you go. There you go, dude, I did it. And I did it in ranked, no less. Fun Clark is